Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Edna Matsuoka. We'll now begin our regular Sunday service. Please join us in prayer. Mediation Prayer, page 2. Let us seek the sacred mediation of Konko,
sincerely and wholeheartedly each and every day. May receive the mediation anew with all our hearts and souls on this day, this very moment. Kigami Konko Daijin Sama, Kigami Konko Daijin Sama, Kigami Konko Daijin Sama, Kigami Konko Daijin Sama.
Purification Prayer.
Through the way of mediation, may our sincere apologies be acceptable to you, our divine parent. We acknowledge our mistakes and misunderstandings, arrogance and ignorance of your divine favor. We apologize for all our shortcomings and irreverences from past generations. Guide us to amend our way of living to reflect your divine will, with a pure, joyful, and loving heart, always one with you.
Kami Prayer. Reverently we pray the
The brilliance
brilliance
of heaven, the richness of earth, time flows without cease, years pass without end. In heaven and earth is life that nurtures all. In heaven and earth is the truth that orders all. For this wondrous form, for these wondrous works, let us praise Tenchi no Kami. Let us praise the divine parent of the universe. Kami loves and cares for all humanity, all those who live between heaven and earth. To revere Kami as divine parent, to live in Kami's infinite blessings, this is the way. Yet many, not knowing the way, are lost in greed and selfishness. They suffer the cycle of misfortunes. Great is Kami's sorrow. Our founding father, Konko Daijin, suffered many trials in this world. By held the path of faith and sincerity, he received Kami's great blessing and began the life of mutual fulfillment of Kami and humanity.
Humbly we pray that
The divine parent's great wish was thus fulfilled. Konko Daijin accepted the call to mediation that leads to the mutual benefit of Kami and humanity. By day he taught the way of faith to all who sought him, expounding the blessings of heaven and earth, and he knew not the coming of night. By night he prayed for those who grieved, seeking salvation for all who suffered, and he knew not the dawning of day. Though years passed and the world changed, he did not waver from his task, the divine task of mediation. Thus was given the sacred Tenchi the guiding principle for daily life. The divine favor was thus renewed, and blessings flowed universally, establishing the way of eternal prosperity, the way of mediation of the Kigami Konko Daijin. By this wondrous revelation, we are given knowledge of the way. Through all the hardships of this world, through pain of body and soul, the way of mediation teaches us to turn our hearts to Kami, without regard for day or night, whether we are near or far. The way of mediation teaches us to pray with total trust. For living unaware of divine favor, we offer our sincere apologies and pledge to mend our ways. Let us keep our faith every day, seeking and rejoicing in your divine favor. Let us care for those in pain and invite them to the way. Let us guide those who are lost and awaken them to a life of purpose. Kami is fulfilled in us, we are fulfilled in Kami. May this way of mutual fulfillment be manifested in this world. May Kami's wish for true peace and the well-being of all people be fulfilled. So we humbly pray, so we earnestly pray.
Recitation of Tenchi Hachitsuke.
手紙金光大神天地金の神主に願えおかげは我が心にあり今月今日で頼み Pray sincerely with all your heart, be one with Kami. Kami's blessings begin within, hearts grateful and caring in harmony and joy. Look to Kami always, now and forever, on this very day pray. 手紙金光大神天地金の神主に願えおかげは我が心にあり今月今日で頼み Pray sincerely with all your heart, be one with Kami. Kami's blessings begin within, hearts grateful and caring in harmony and joy. Look to Kami always, now and forever, on this very day pray.
Dear Kiami Konko Daijin-sama and Tenchi Kani no Kami-sama, we have gathered here at the Konko Mission of Wahiawa for this regular Sunday service in honor and appreciation of your divine workings of the universe. The regular blessings we receive on a daily basis are the greatest blessings we can ask for. Your energy exists in everything from the sunlight that warms and lights up the planet to the air we breathe. Your energy exists in us, in humans, in plants and animals, in fishes and birds. Your energy existed since the beginning of time. It can never be created nor destroyed. We are surrounded by your workings that continue to provide for us. So we would like to take this very brief moment of our day to say thank you. This year marks the 81st year since the founding of this church by the late Reverend Haruko Takahashi. Please guide us in a pursuit to continue the legacy of this church. She has sincerely dedicated her life to serving people and serving Kami-sama, and we thank her for her faith which continues till this day. We give thanks to the Reverends Yasuhiro and Reiko Yano, our family, the church members, and friends of this church who help in many ways to continue the church in Wahiawa. Please continue to guide us in our daily lives and bless every cell in our body from head to toe. At this time, let us take a moment to reflect upon the many blessings we have received and extend a deep prayer for people who are unaware of their blessings and so experience hardship and suffering. We pray that the Kami-sama within all of us shines through, and we pray that even one more person can realize your divine workings and be saved. Thank you again for all you do. Silent prayer. Thank you. Adoration Prayer, page 7. We lift our eyes in awe toward heaven soaring above. We lift our eyes in awe toward heaven soaring above.
We bow in deep prayer toward us Christian deep, living on such gifts of Kami's great giving, how happy and grateful we are. The mediation of Kiami Konko Daishin does not stop for a single day. The protection of the divine parent embraces all far and wide. blessings of Kami flow
without
from them
limit
to
to
all
all
generations.
generations.
The
The
ways
ways
of
of
Kami
Kami
are
are
mysterious
mysterious
and wondrous, beyond our understanding. Day by day, every day, earnestly and reverently, we praise the virtues of Kami. We honor the power of Kami.
Shintoku Sanji, page 29. Shintoku Sanji, 仰ぎ祭れば天高く。
仰ぎ祭れば天高く、転み祭れば地は厚し、神の恵みに生かさるるみの幸いぞ。ありがたき我が生き神の恩取り次ぎと日も隠る時のなく、天地の神の恩守りとき近きの隔てなし、神に慈しみをよろずよにお招く道で果てしなく、計らいはくすしくて人の思いぞ呼ばざる我ら今月今日やび祭りてひたすらに神の御影をたたえますらん。神の比例を仰ぎますらん。
Nizama prayer. Page 12. Spirits of those who have gone before us, you are
Give
given
the
the
gift of life in this vast and endless universe.
You discharge your duties faithfully, each according to your span of years. You will be remembered eternally. Your lives reach from generation to generation, honored as the foundation of our society and the roots of our families. Through the mysterious workings of Kami, you entered the Konko faith. You walked the way of Konko Daijin, respecting the will of the divine parent. You amassed great merit through your faith to take it into the world beyond and leave to your descendants. Our gratitude is boundless for your loving favors. We revere you as the ancestral spirits of our homes, our own divine spirits. We beseech you, stand by us, each and every one. Receive the favor of Kami and help us to fulfill our tasks as people without failing. Protect us, guide us, enrich us, that we may never lose the way of faith, that we hand it down to all generations, that we may live in peace and prosperity within our homes. Protect us, guide us, enrich us.
Near me, countless spirits of the late Reverend Haruko Takahashi, deceased family, friends, spirits of the native Hawaiian people, and beloved house pets have passed. Good morning to all of you. We have gathered here today for our regular Sunday service in acknowledgement of Kami-sama's blessings and in remembrance of you. We know that you are always watching over us and supporting our well-being and decisions. even more now that you are a Mitama spirit. You are the foundation of our existence, which enables us to be able to enjoy blessings today. If it were not for you, we would not be here. We're here today to honor your divine spirit and to pray for your eternal peace and happiness. Whether through a butterfly, a dream, or a gust of wind, letting us know your presence in these many forms reminds us that your love for us continues. We wish to continue your legacy as an extension of your life and help pass on your core values. We now take this moment of silence to think about you and your generous love and care for us. Silent prayer. As we begin a brand new week, please continue to guide us in everything you do. You are in our hearts always. And want to thank you again very much for all that you do. Sosen Sanji, page 36. Sosen Sanji. 東洋の矢は
我が家の神我が神と心尽くしていつき祭らな心尽くしていつき祭らな尊き御親の神たちよ海の子のために家の柱を沈め立てたまい初子のために世のなりわいを守り助けたまい隠り世の見えぬ境にましませども見尽くしみの御心は写し世に変わらせたまわず先御霊のまさき草木はえたまいくし御霊のくしびに恵みたまいて志は薪の柱の動きなくなりわいは結ぶつなめのゆるびなく真心清らに励み努めしめたまいうからやからやわらぎあいて日にけにうらやすく楽しましめたまいついに移し世のことを得て神の御門に参らん時には必ずしも迎え取りたまい見尽くしみをこむらしめたまわん モノと神の実りの絶えなるおかしこみかたじけがみみよやの恵みのおぼろげならぬおうれしみ喜び申すことをみ心も涼やかにきこしめしたまえと申すあなくしびのみよやのみだまあなくしびのみよやのみだまあなととのみよやの神あなととのみよやの神
喜怒哀乐。Let's read together page 73, the Konko Faith, our creed. We believe in Tenchi Kane no Kami,
the
the
divine
parent of the universe. Our founder Konko Daijin embraced Kami's revelations and as divine mediator answered the call to eternal mediation. Our continuing goal from moment to moment is to realize Kami within each of us. We are fulfilled through Kami. Kami is fulfilled through us. The happiness of everyone is Kami's greatest wish. We give thanks for Kami's blessings, mysterious, wondrous, and mundane. Blessings begin with our own hearts filled with harmony and joy. We pray wholeheartedly to Kami today and every day, trusting Kami as our loving parent, finding peace of mind. We live our faith in service to Kami, each other, and our world, nurturing and nurtured, mutually fulfilled. We revere those who have gone before us, spirits one with Kami, caring for us eternally. We respect and appreciate other paths taken by humanity towards spiritual fulfillment. morning, everyone. Thank you for being here today to join our regular Sunday service. Yesterday, we were able to celebrate my mom's 70th birthday. 70 years she's been alive. So I'm really, really thankful. And 70 years her heart continues to beat without stopping. That's a great blessing, considering the fact that, you know, our heart on average beats 100,000 times a day. 70 years! Oh my goodness. To be able to celebrate our birthday every year is a tremendous divine blessing that we just cannot take for granted. Just every day being able to live a brand new day. So arigatai. You gotta be thankful. That is really a gift of life. My mom's birthday always lands on May 1st, of course, that's her birthday. And May 1st, or the 1st of every month, is always Tenchi Kani no Kami-sama's monthly appreciation service. So it's always a service day for my mom. And she is totally in love with Konko Kyo. So it's so appropriate, really, really appropriate. Well, anyways, as my parents advance in their age, and they're both 70, my dad's gonna be 70 in July, but they're, you know, both 70. You know, I really begin to appreciate even more every day that they are alive and well. And every time I come back, ever since getting married, I live somewhere else. I don't live Wahiawa anymore. But I come back almost every morning. Just love coming back to Wahiawa. This is my power spot right here. So every time I come back to Wahiawa, and I open the door and I say, "Ohayo, good morning. I'm back. Otosan kasan, o genki ka?" You know, are you doing good, Otosan and kasan? Are you doing well? You feel good today? And almost every day they say, "Oh yeah, genki yo, genki yo." Occasionally, yeah, they say, "Oh, I feel kind of sick last night," or something like that. But usually, they always say, "I am fine," and I just really am thankful to Kami-sama that they are fine every day like this. And I hope this will continue forever. And I wish they live forever. But of course, you know, we're gonna die one day. Who knows who's gonna die first? But but I just want to enjoy just the daily moment of being with them, their presence, the warmth, their warmth. And I touch my mom and I hug my mom every day, and I say, "Oh, Kasa, you're alive, you're warm," and I just appreciate. It may seem kind of silly, but I appreciate my parents for just being alive. I pray that they can live a long and healthy life, and we all wish that for our loved ones. You know, we all wish that. Oh, I wish my husband lives on long too. Wanting someone to live a long and healthy life is a prayer. It's a prayer for them. And I pray that I can do as much as I can for my parents and my loved ones. So, because for all that they have done for me, and I pray that they both live a long and happy life. Anyways, that was yesterday. On Friday, I performed another wedding. I performed a wedding in March for a military couple, and that was sudden, and I just had a few days to prepare. This wedding I performed this past Friday on April 30th was also pretty sudden too, but you know, Kami-sama makes things work out every time. It's really interesting. So I just happened to be off on Friday, and I had a few days to prepare and rehearse so I don't mess up. This is a really important day for a couple, and I really wanted to be as perfect as I can possibly make it. The couple name is Linda and Eric Tanimoto. I met them through Todd Sensei. Todd Sensei is my bestie. He's a great Konko friend and a great friend. I also have seen them almost at every bon dance. Linda and Eric, I've seen them every time we go to like bon dances throughout the island. I see them almost like at every bon dance. And I knew them before Todd Sensei introduced me to them. I didn't know who they were, but I always saw them. I was like, "Oh man, those two, they dance really good." And every time everybody else dancing, but those two particularly stood out. I don't know why, but they just dance really well, and you can. So it's so perfect. The way from their fingertips to their toes, and even their gaze while dancing, it's just so perfect, you know. I used to always be the spectator at the bon dances. I was never the dancer because I was so hazukashi. I won't dance in that circle. But I don't know what it was, but one day I thought, this happened several years ago. I decided to dress up with the yukata because it's just sitting in the closet, and I was like, the yukata should be used. So I decided to dress up in that summer kimono and just dance in the circle. Because I know just a couple of the dances, the really easy one, like the Fukushima Ondo or like the Beautiful Sunday. And it was fun. Once I began dancing in the circle, it was fun, and I was enjoying it so much. And there's a saying in Japanese that goes, "Odoru aho ni miru aho." 同じアホなら踊らにゃ損損. Meaning, if you are a fool that dances, and also a fool that just watching the dance, you might as well be the fool that dances, because, or else you will be missing out on the fun. So I also went to the bon dance practices to learn a couple more of the easy ones. And in the summer of 2019, my husband and I went to Maui. We flew to Maui for the bon dance. And we went to the Mantokuji bon dance. It's in Paia. And we usually never fly to Maui for a bon dance, but this was a really special one. It was Clayton's grandmother's hatsubon. Hatsubon is the very first bon dance since their passing. And she passed away recently. So at Mantokuji, I see Linda and Eric again. And I was like, wow! You know, they're from Oahu and one is from Hilo. And I was like, wow, to see them in Maui, that was so, like, I didn't expect that. So it was really nice to see somebody we knew. We took pictures with each other, and it was really nice to see them. And the very next day, Clayton and I were going to go back to Oahu, fly back to Oahu, and we wanted to, I don't know, just check out some local stores. So I yelped, and I found a bakery called the Hoi Hoi Bakery. And it sadly is closed now due to time. I mean, it's closed down indefinitely. It's really sad because it was a really cute, nice bakery. And so we were checking out the wonderful desserts that they had, and we're like, oh, the cake looks so cute. Oh, that's so nice. And then we purchased a pastry, and we sat down, and me and Clayton were eating. And then Eric and Linda come inside the store, the bakery. I was like, whoa, we meet again. This is the second time. And then we took pictures again. So this is so coincidental. We meet again. It was just too amazing. Then Clayton and I went to a few more places, and we returned back to the airport and returned our rental car. And then we went to the gate. Lo and behold, I see Linda and Eric again in the gate. So at the same gate, so we took a picture again. It's like the third time, man. It's amazing. So 3 places in Maui we saw them, and it was all coincidental. We didn't plan on meeting each other or anything. So I thought there must be a meaning to all of this. Eric had to fly to Hilo, and Linda was on the same plane ride back to Oahu with Clayton and I. We didn't plan this again. So in the gate, I sat down next to Linda after Eric went to his gate for Hilo, and we're waiting in the area again. We're just talking stories. It was really nice. It felt as if some kind of unseen force was making this all happen. You know, it was really interesting. Eric and Linda are really close friends with Todd Sensei, Todd Takahashi Sensei. Todd Takahashi Sensei is a nephew of Haruko Takahashi Sensei. Anyway, they wanted him to perform their wedding. Actually, Eric and Linda wanted Todd Sensei to perform their wedding, but was not able to make it happen because of the pandemic and the logistics of everything. It was not feasible. So, but Eric, the groom, promised to Linda that they wanted to get married in April. So they checked out the wedding performers list, on the internet, and then they spotted my name. And so they decided that they wished to get married at Todd Sensei's auntie's church, with me officiating the wedding in place of Todd Sensei. The request came pretty suddenly. I was asked if I could do their wedding last Sunday, and then the wedding took place on Friday, and it was set and it was done. I was really nervous, but I prayed that Haruko Sensei's Mitama spirit would guide me and for this momentous occasion. Towards the end of the wedding, I really got chicken skin. I'm not sure why, but it was a good kind of feeling chicken skin. I was like, oh, my whole body felt like tingly. And I felt really happy for this couple. And I could feel that their intentions were absolutely sincere and in line with the heart of Kami-sama. And I knew in my heart that this union was meant to be. That it was the prayers of many people and the workings of Kami-sama and the Mitama spirits that put these two together. It's such a great couple. Eric mentioned that it was no doubt the workings of his deceased mother's Mitama spirit that enabled him to meet Linda. My dad, he always says, Aien Kien A, meaning everything happens with a fortunate encounter and a twist of fate when we meet people. It was an honor to celebrate their union and perform their wedding. It was a simple and humble wedding that took place at this old but well-preserved plantation-style mission. But the energy I felt from this couple was really good. I pray for their continued happiness and blessings to this newlywed couple. And congratulations and best wishes to Linda and Eric. Thank you again for having your wedding here. Eric was mentioning to us that he took care of his sick mother for 10 years until she passed away before meeting Linda. And that it was his mother's spirit that guided him to meet Linda-san. His kind heart really touched us, especially my mom. And every time we think about this, every time my mom talks about this story, she starts to cry. My mom starts to cry. And just, so, what a kind person, to do that. When you put the care of your loved ones first in an unconditional manner, Kami-sama will take care of your prayers in ways you would not imagine. Caring for your parents reflects caring for Kami-sama, because Kami-sama is our divine parent that cares for us and loves us unconditionally. So if you can care for your parents and be filial towards them, Kami-sama rejoices because it parallels with the same energy as taking care of Kami-sama. What I realized with this wedding is that it wouldn't have happened if Haruko Sensei didn't exist. I met this couple through Todd Sensei. But Todd Sensei wouldn't have become a sensei if it weren't for Haruko Sensei. And Todd Sensei also may not have met Eric and Linda. And I wouldn't have been introduced to Linda and Eric if it weren't for Todd Sensei again. All encounters happen in Aien Kien A, a fortunate encounter and a twist of fate. Everything is connected. I wouldn't have met my husband Clayton if it weren't for Todd Sensei too, believe it or not. Because he's the one who highly recommended me to go online dating, and which I was terrified about. I was confiding in Todd Sensei. I was like, you know what? I don't think I'll ever get married. No one will like, I'm a minister. Who would want to marry a minister? And I'm like, oh, complaining. And Todd says, you know what, Edna? Don't expect a handsome prince on a white horse to stop at the front porch and say, Edna, will you marry me? Because that's not going to happen. Like, you got to put yourself out there. And I'm like, no, Wano. He's like, no, just try it. Just try online dating. I'm like, no, there's weird people on there. He's like, I'll make a profile for you if you don't want to do it. I was like, okay. All right, I'll just try it. And finally agreed to make a profile. And I told Ta Sensei, you know, Ta Sensei, if I end up finding somebody that I will marry, you're gonna do my wedding for me. And he says, you got it. So I met my husband through free online dating. I didn't even have to pay 1 penny. And I'm not bragging, but I had over 50 men wanting to meet me through this app. Interesting though, I had to wean out everybody else. Wean out. And I chose Clayton. Clayton texted me through the app, the dating app, a couple of times. But for some, this was in the beginning, and I wasn't really attracted to him, really, to be honest. But for some reason, I was turned off by his profile picture. The profile picture is very important, people. If you decide to open an online app, dating app, profile picture is your first impression. So when he had the first profile picture Clayton had was like, it was a blue filter of him. So his whole face looked blue, and he was doing this weird, like, looking up motion face. And I was like, this dude is kind of weird. Or he must be kind of depressed or like dark or something. So I wasn't really interested in him at all. But after some time, he texted me again, and this time his profile picture was different. He was wearing a helmet, and he was riding on a 4-wheel drive military vehicle and going through some rough terrain. Clayton was smiling in that picture, and he was sparkling joy. So I was like, he seems like a fun person. Is this really the same person that I didn't really take interest in? So it looked like a night and day difference, that picture. So I decided to continue to chat with him just because of that profile picture now. And then while I was also chatting with him too, I was chatting with several other candidates. Then I narrowed it down to 3 candidates. But something in my heart says, choose Clayton. And from that first date, my soul could sense that he was a sincere man. And all I really wanted was a sincere man, you know, a trustworthy man. And Kami-sama blessed me with him. Finding him myself would have been like finding a needle in a haystack. But through the powers of Kami-sama and the help of our ancestors, spirits, and they made it all possible. And they made this job easier for me. Later on, I found out that the picture Clayton changed his profile picture into was when he went to Alaska with his family soon after their mother's passing. You know how you when you go to various attractions and they take pictures for you, like you go to Disneyland and you take a picture of you going down Splash Mountain, and then later they say, would you like to buy this picture? And then so when he was driving that vehicle, that attraction, you know, they asked, do you want to buy these pictures? And he usually doesn't buy them, you know, but something in his heart, he says, told him, buy them. So he did. So he bought the album of pictures that they offered. And who knew that that picture would eventually end up becoming his profile picture for the dating app and attracting Edna. Clayton says that he feels it is his mother's Mitama spirit that brought us together. And for me, I feel it was the spirits on our side of the Mitama spirits that guided us together. So I swear, Cupid is real. We have spiritual go-betweens that are like out there just guiding, like, oh, let's put these two together, kind of, you know. I think that there are spiritual Cupids out there that are watching out for us. And they do that every day for us. It's always that message you feel in your heart that tells you what is most right, you know, your gut feelings. Pay close attention to your gut feelings and listen to them, because it's usually your moral compass. And your moral compass is Kami-sama telling you the correct way to go. And if you follow that, you follow your gut instinct, really things go well for you. But you always polish your gut instinct and always make sure that your moral compass is on track and it's not going haywire always face your heart towards Kami-sama and continue to practice daily faith. I think that's important. Well, anyways, thank you for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful new week. Thank you.
Good morning, thank you for joining the service. I enjoyed Edna Sensei's presentation very much. As for the wedding, when I get back to my wife, Beck Sensei, I pray to Kami-sama. I need a woman who will never be collapsed. 壊れない resilient. Otherwise, I can't engage in my missionary work. When she cries, complains, collapses, I'm tender hearted. I don't need this kind of woman. So I pray to Kami-sama. So Kami-sama responds to me, "Is it your wife?" It is so true. It's very interesting. Originally Catholic people, Catholic priests and Buddhist monks, they do not have any wives. Because if they have wives, they have to take care of them. They want, they cannot focus on the service to Kami-sama. Their mind could be destroyed by women, wives. So originally, Buddhist monks, Catholic priests, did not get married. It can be so true. Maybe because this strong-minded priest, they can help expand the faith community. If they get married, they could be distracted by women or wives. I'm sorry to say this to many wives, but this can be the truth. But nowadays, all the ministers, all Buddhist monks get married. I don't know if they could be distracted by wives. But originally, it could have very good intent. Because this nature of priest, single, they could concentrate, they could dedicate their life to Kami-sama. Some priests say, I get married to Kami-sama, to God. It became so true. Wholeheartedly, they could offer to their services. Anyway, Konko means can be very difficult. Serving, maybe not serving wives, but also serving Kami-sama. But this is the true nature of human existence. Without wives, there will be no children. No children means discontinuity. So, Konko is life-based faith. So ministers is not and also in a sense. Ministers do not go into very deep mountains asked from other people. This is not the way how Konko ministers live. We have families. We have many difficult issues. We have deal with this kind of difficult situations. But this is the many. This can be the true nature of many people coming to churches. So people are ministers how to experience it. So how to make compassion. Anyway, this is my thought about the message. Given by Edna Sensei. I have one message I really like in the Konko scriptures. I quite often quote this message from time to time. I want to introduce it. If there is one true believer in the family, then all of the family members will become believers. If there's one family in the village who truly believes in this faith, all of the villagers will begin to receive divine blessings. Trusting faith is like one seed becoming 10,000. Therefore, those who initiate faith should sow a good seed. If the seed is bad, it will be a bastard, and it will be difficult to raise no matter how hard you try. From Bodikai number 3, Jinkyo Kyobaku, 37. I have served this faith community in Wahiawa for 44 years with my wife, and nowadays with my children, especially Edna. From the very initial stage of our missionary work, I have prayed for the expansion of the faith community of the church and the faith state of Hawaii. Originally, every service we had maybe 2 or 3 people, or occasionally 5 people showed up. So this situation is not enough to sustain the operation of the church. Occasionally we go, so depressing. Maybe because my power is not enough. Also may bring. You have much should have much power to other believers. This can be so true. So from the very initial stage, I prayed the expansion of the church. So at one occasion, I prayed at every church service, I want to see one new person. But eventually, I realized it doesn't realistic. The change to at least one person a year. But this is not possible. So I change maybe one person in 10 years. This could be possible, I believe. But in those 40 years, I noticed in some way, Kami-sama answered my excellent prayer for the expansion of the faith community. Our children, the boys and girls, have evolved to become Konko ministers. And I have witnessed the church functions have been transforming in such manner that I can render a great deal of responsibility to Edna. Ever since English operation of the church has been already exercised at this church. In a sense, I have been witnessing the expansion of the church in future. The local ministers of Hawaii, the pioneers used to say, one minister is worth over 100 believers. One minister means 100 believers. So I can see 300 church members. Yes. It's getting so true. But number of the people related to our church does not mean much. Of course, there are more people are getting involved, much more having in our faith community. It is so true. Without few church members, no matter how much the minister could be great, the church has no power. It could be one believer, hopefully 5 people who really believe in Konko faith would be enough to expand the faith to be 5 people. But the 5 people should be united in their pursuit of faith. And actually the number 5 can be the core believers that could be found in any religious faith community that help ensure expansion of the world in the world. But it all depends on the unity. Whether we get the 5 strong faith believers or not, are wholly depending on the sole minister who is responsible for the operation of the church. The Konko faith, the founder Konko Daijin was the one who attracted southern people. With the Konko Daijin, the founder, nothing. At this church, there should be one person who could be equal to the founder. Then we can assure expansion of the church. If there are no such minister, there's no hope. I think very much.
本当大天地界の神に信に願い、おかげは心にあり、今月今日へ頼め。池上金剛大神天地界の神に信に願い、おかげは心にあり、今月今日へ頼め。はい、どこ行くの？ページ。Number 12. Hey, number 12. Kami thinks only of saving people, nothing else. Therefore, Kami will never let you have an experience which has no meaning. You should continue to practice your faith. Your experiences will result in divine blessings.
13. Sacred rice has received Kami's blessings, so you should treat it respectfully. A person who falls seriously ill can receive divine blessings and be saved with just 1 grain of sacred rice. Konko Daijin once said, a person will be able to receive divine virtue after receiving 1,000 goshimai while practicing faith. Isn't this something to be grateful for?
Number 14. Konko Daijin said, if the head of a household knowingly commits an irreverence, his life will be taken. If he does so unknowingly, 7 graves will be forthcoming. However, if he depends on Kami single-heartedly, Kami will not abandon him. There are many who fail to receive divine blessings. When Konko Daijin first told me this, I thought Kami said frightening things, but if we take more time and think about it, isn't this something to be grateful for? If a person depends on Kami with a single heart and practices faith without letting go, as Kami says, Kami will not abandon people. Kami will forgive irreverences and furthermore will bestow divine blessings. Since we are humans, we can never be sure that we have not been irreverent toward Kami. Therefore, we should pray for Kami's forgiveness and depend on Kami.
15, Konko once said, Kami always reaches out to people, but it is if there are many to whom they are counted. Konko also experienced various misfortunes and had to make 7 prayers because of the accumulated offenses and errors of past generations. However, he practiced facing Genchi Kaino Kami single-heartedly and received divine blessings. Therefore, if you practice your faith with a single heart, like clinging to Kami's strength without letting go, you will surely receive divine blessings.
16番、ページ73。
16. People say they have a single heart when they have no problems. However, many vacillate at a time when they most need divine blessings and therefore fail to receive divine blessings. People must practice faith so they will not be regarded by Kami in time of need.
What does vacillate mean? Oh.
That's what I'm not sure about.
Good morning. おはようございます。歌を歌わせていただきます。We're going to sing 4 songs. 新人の栄光 page 57からどうぞよろしくお願いいたします。はい。新人の栄光ありますか？ありますか？いいねそれ。もっと大きいの。
「
Shining shimmering light, page 46. With a heart caught up in doubt and worry, I face my life every morning, wanting to shine, but somehow holding back joy and fear, swirling in my heart. Still I know, even one as small as I can run into someday and find a shining, shimmering, brilliant light coming from a path that never ends. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads held high, for we are all living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the prayers of those who care for us. We're never alone in our lives. When I'm down, I'm ready to surrender. When times are long and it seems so dark, just know each day that I'm never on my own gives me strength and courage to try harder. Holding hands with my friends standing by my side, swinging arms together we will walk to the shining, shimmering, brilliant light coming from a path that never ends. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads held high, for we are all living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the prayers of those who care for us. We're never alone in our lives. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads held high, for we are all living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the prayers of those who care for us. We're never alone in our lives. Thank you very much. ありがとうございました。Please take care. See you. 重要な呼吸。
電気がです。 ギアミコンコ大臣天地神の神主に願い
おかげは我が心にあり分別に知れたのみギアミコンコ大臣天地神の神主に願いおかげは我が心にあり分別に知れたのみ
Thank you very much for joining us. I'm wearing another Konko shirt for you today. It's a Konko bunny Mochitsuki bunny shirt. And the back looks like this. I'm still advertising my Konko shirts. Here's another Konko shirt. This is a Konko cat shirt. Mike-chan, this is our Konko cat of Wahiawa Church. And the back is a Gojimon. And here is a blue one. This is my mom's one. My Konko cat Mike-chan. Really, really cute with the Gojimon in the back. This is my mom's Mochi Konko bunny tea. And this is the back. Oh, this is another one. This is a Kokoro Kubari shirt. With the symbol on the back. Well, we've always been just wearing these Konko t-shirts. I don't wear anything else anymore. Konko shirts. Oh, this is Edna Sensei's design. Genki. Genki means Genki. Will this. The Gojin one in the back. This is a woman's slouchy tee. It's very comfortable. The material is soft. So, anyways, oh yeah, my mom's wearing a Kokoro Kubari shirt right now. I don't know if you can see it, but once again, we'll be wearing the Kokoro Kubari t-shirts. The Kokoro Kubari t-shirts for our online Zoom conference on Saturday, July 17th from 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. Please join us. Right now we have 11 people that will be joining. Please message me. I'll send you the Zoom link and we hope you can join us. It's going to be fun. And the speaker will be Reverend Saijiro Matsuda of the Konko Church of Minami-Muro, and his sermon will be in English. So it'll be all English. 2-hour Zoom conference. So please sign up today and order your shirts. Yeah. We plan on wearing our Konko shirts during the Zoom conference. So yes, wear your Konko merch, spread Konko pride, and that way everybody can know about Konko. So, yeah, 元気で See you. ありがとう。